Hello everybody, welcome back to another tickety-clockety reading. I'm your host Jesselyn, and today we are going to get advice from none other than Prince Seere. Now, you don't need to know who Prince Seere is. I'm going to tell you a little bit about him in a hot minute. What you do need to know is that when I get into this, I'm going to do a vibe check, and he's going to tell me the persons that he wants you guys to get the reading for. You'll be able to figure out if this situation applies to you. And then he's going to give us advice on how to deal with the situation. So who is Prince Seere, you may be wondering? Well, I'll tell you. Prince Seere, think of the Hellenic pantheon for a hot second. Think of Hermes, possibly a little bit Apollo, and then don't think of them at all, because he's an infernal. He's an infernal prince. You can find him on the Ars Goetia. There's not a lot written about Prince Seere, but he is an awesome prince. Yeah, so you can just think of Hermes or Apollo, and he has some characteristics of them, but not at all, because he's an infernal, and the infernals kind of have a unique signature on their own. And he can be quite serious and doesn't have that many practitioners for a reason, in comparison to Hermes or Apollo. But he's a lot of fun. He's really cool. He can be quite serious. He has a horse Pegasus, I should say, that he loves very much. Arguably, I think he likes unicorns too, but in any case. Alright, so, on to the reading. So, this reading, instead of addressing a situation in particular, well, in any case, here, I'll just get into it. So, we have the card, the Cold Shoulder. Will it ever focus? Probably not, but it's the Cold Shoulder. So, what does that mean? For the folks at home that are, basically have been standoffish, those that have been stoic, the ones that have been, I don't know, maybe you've been enforcing your boundaries, you decided to not go to Thanksgiving dinner, you were just no, I'm going to keep my peace at all costs, and you could be having some of that Queen of Swords energy, not bitchy, but just someone that's just been kind of serious lately. You haven't really been doing a lot of fun things. Things on that matter. And if it's not that, such as if you're my patrons on Patreon, remember there will be the extended, and that will be for you guys specifically, but also it could have be just a situation in general that's been you've been focusing on, and it's been requiring you to just be no, I'm not doing it. With that situation, we're gonna get some advice on what does he want to say? We have the Zero Fucks, and we have the coffee. Immediately, this tells me, you need to have balance with what you're doing. You can't be serious all the time. That's not healthy. Go ahead, give zero fucks on the situation that, that's kind of what you've been doing. Maybe you've been caring about it on the DL a lot, and he's just being do not give a damn, please. But also, you need the speed. You can't just be stoic, non-moving, coffee gives you speed. And you need to not just be like, this is the way things are gonna be, because that's not healthy. You can't just be like in this set frame of mind. Because I know personally, sometimes you're just kind of like, you get very honed in on something specific, and then for some reason you just, your body, mind, frame, everything changes when you have this situation that you're dealing with, and you forget that, like, oh, I should probably go do something fun. I should probably go ice skating. I should probably go for a walk with my dog. I should probably write a song. I should probably do something, you know, like something to get you out of that mindset. Because like once you like do something like that, it just, you can just be like, everything is serious all the time. And this is great, because Prince Seere, he's like the outlier so far that I've seen in the Ars Goetia, because a lot of the Infernals are just like, they come off stoic right off the bat, and everything's very serious, and you know, many of them are very serious, and most of them are serious. Like Prince Seere has a serious bone in his body, he does. But also when I met his energy, it felt like I went to Disney World or something. I was 5 and at Disney World, and you like actually remember the memories when you went, and like it's just such a big fresh feeling air, and Infernal normally doesn't feel like that at all, but he does, or at least he can. And that's him saying here, like, you need to stop being so cold and go do some fun, bro. I'm gonna pull some more cards because I'm feeling generous, as well as you're likely on the YouTube portion of this free reading. And if you aren't, then we're still on TikTok. And just know that the rest of the reading is going to, well, not the rest of it, but the rest of the free portion will be on YouTube. And I'm gonna pull some cards for my YouTube peeps, specifically, to further engage this conversation, or if there's something else that he wants to address in regards, because clearly we figured out it's been a bit cold on something lately. But now we're gonna get into the YouTube portion, and just know that there will be an extended portion. If you're one of my patrons, you've already gotten this whole ass reading way earlier than TikTok or YouTube. So just consider joining the Patreon, especially if it like vibes with you. So anyways, let's get to it. So I received the slice, and it was reverse, and there isn't reversals that come with this deck, but I read reversals with this deck. That's fun, just so you know that you can mess with your deck and be like, well, you don't have reversals? Well, I'm gonna make it happen. Anyway, Prince Seere's advice further, it uprights, it's kind of like, he is suggesting that you are in the reversal of this, which means that you're not having a good time. You're not completely smitten with existence right now. You're not, it's not fun. You're not doing the fun stuff at all. You have been like fixated on this issue, you know, fixated with the cold shoulder shit. And he's like, no more, fam, no more. You need to go out there and have fun. You deserve it. So, personally, I've been getting into Sanrio character stuff. I'm 25, but I have been really getting into things that I may not have been able to get a lot when I was a kid. I was mostly a Disney kid, and you know, anything that you could get at Walmart or something on that order. But now the internet exists, and oh my god, I can get whatever I want, and I can fill my life with a lot more color than I could have had before. And he's saying, like, get back in love with life. Don't get stuck on this bullshit. It's time to get a cup of coffee, get you a frappuccino. If you never had a frappuccino, go fucking get one. Specifically a caramel one, or a butterscotch macchiato, some crazy shit. I don't know. Go have some fun, damn it. Anyways, that's it for the fun free reading. We're gonna head on over to Patreon, and just so you know, this tier is only $10 a month to be able to get it. And this reading is coming out towards the end of November for my patrons. Normally it comes around like the middle of the month, but it changes and everything. But if you got this on TikTok or on YouTube, you got it, you know, you got it in December instead. So just know you get readings, you get these types of readings a lot earlier if you join my Patreon, as well as you get a lot of other fun shit, lots of other fun messages. And well, they're not always fun. They're not always fun messages, I'll be real with you, but they're helpful. And the call outs are great. And also on the Discord, the Patreon only Discord is a lot of fun. But if you do join my Patreon and then you leave, you do get forever access to the Discord, just so you know. You don't have to, you could subscribe for a month and then dip and then still be talking to us for forever. With an asterisk. Forever with an asterisk. Because we're not going to live forever in this dimension. Anyways, so I'm going to move on to the Patreon exclusive portion. I'm going to pull another vibe check to see what other situations he'd like to address with us, and then advice. So till next time, I hope to see you over on Patreon. And if you're my patron already, thanks for listening through this humble shit.